All right, everyone. Welcome to another trophy list review. Today, we're going to be taking a look at BraddersVee. I had a request to make the font a little bit larger on the last video, so I increased the font size just as a heads up at the start of the video. So let's just dive right into it. 175 games played, 74 completed. That's pretty good. Completion rate at a pretty good rate. I think anywhere like from 60 and above is pretty good. I mean, obviously, it could be a little bit better, but it looks like you're slowly working on that with your latest completions. So let's look at it. So you got a Hat in Time as the first game. I don't think anyone's had this one yet. This is a little collectathon game reminiscent of the old N64, PlayStation 1 era collectathons. I haven't played it. I've heard it's pretty good. Looks like you got the platinum, no DLC yet, but if that ever goes on sale, it might be something to consider getting. We got a Way Out again. I think this is almost everyone's had this game. Great game, fun little co-op game to play. Then we have I haven't heard of this game, Absolute Drift Zen Edition. I'm gonna guess that it's probably a racing game. Maybe less racing, more arcadey, like different objectives to do. But I don't have a lot of experience in racing games, but not bad as far as the rarity on that. So good job on that. You have Adam's Venture Origins. I'm proud that you made it through the end on that one. So good job, because I didn't think it was a great game at all. We got Another World. That's kind of a remake of an older classic game. I don't know if I would say point and click. It's more controls than that, but good job on that. We got AO Tennis 2. Looks like you didn't get too far into that. I don't know if maybe there's some online trophies that kind of stopped you if you just didn't get into it, but that might be something to get back into. We got Arcade Series, Pac-Man. This is pretty interesting because I actually have this game and I have also not completed it. So let's see. Yeah, it's this one that's a toughie right there. Eat all four ghosts 4 times in a single round. I know there's like some patterns you can copy, but still, that's a little bit of a doozy. So this rarity is a little higher than I think it should be, because it does take a little bit of skill to do that one. So maybe we can both get that done. Who knows? We got Ashes Cricket. I'm guessing this is cricket, like the sports game. Yeah. Looks like it's a pretty low rate platinum. So might be a little bit tough, the things you have left to do. Maybe just a little bit of grinding, it looks like, on everything, and some online. So maybe check that out before the servers go down if you still have that game. We got Assetto Corsa. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. Another racing game. Looks like this one's pretty difficult, so the fact that you have 48% is pretty good. Sorry, I like to look at all these lists of games I've never played. Lots of ultra rares. I don't know how hard all the trophies you have left are. Um, but that may be something to do if you need to boost your ultra rare count, if you're trying to get some more on those. We got Astro's Playroom, so that's like the indicator that you have a PS5. It's a fun game, fun little free game that they included. And we got Batman Telltale series. Not much to say about that. We got Bioshock. Looks like you didn't get too far in, which is kind of a shame because I really enjoyed BioShock. I thought it was a really, really fun game. So I would definitely recommend, even if you don't even care about the trophies in the game, at least experience the story on that one. We got Bloodborne, another Souls-like, well, not another, but a Souls-like game. So good job on that 100%. Borderlands, the pre-sequel, looks like you didn't really like that one. I think I'm at a pretty similar rate on that one. I didn't really care for it. Something I need to go back one day and do. We got Brawlhalla. Good job on that platinum. I know it's pretty grindy. It takes a long time. I don't know if that 4 months was you playing like actively, but I do know it's a bit of a grind to get the platinum. So good job on that. We got Bug Snacks. That was a free title given out. So good job on that. I didn't quite care for it, but I know a lot of people did. So that's a good one. Burly Men at Sea. That was another free little PS Plus game. It was a cute little game, but didn't really hold my attention span for the amount of time it took to platinum, which admittedly is not long. It would have been fine for a couple playthroughs, but it's like 15 or something different playthroughs, even though they are pretty short. Then we got Burnout Paradise Remastered. I've actually got the platinum and most of them except for one trophy, which is like all the gold medals on the bikes. So the DLC's not that difficult because I'm pretty terrible at racing games. So that might be something to go back to. It's a fun game. I really enjoyed. I think Burnout Paradise was actually the first PS3 game I got. We got Bus Simulator. Another one of those simulation games. I haven't really heard much about this. It looks like you got the platinum, but not the DLC. I don't know. A lot of those DLCs have pretty expensive DLCs, so that might be what stopped you from going for that, or maybe you don't care about the completion rate. Not sure. We got Call of Duty Modern Warfare Remastered. So this one looks like you dropped pretty quickly. I actually enjoy the Modern Warfare series. I don't really enjoy the other CODs. So this one, definitely I'd recommend go back and try to clear up some trophies, at least clear the campaign. That'll get you a lot of trophies. Then we got Cars Race-A-Rama. Just a licensed game to go with a movie, like a movie tie-in. Looks like it's fairly easy for a racing game, which makes sense as this is a kids movie. We got Cat Quest 1 and 2. I really, really love these games. They're not hard, not difficult at all, as you can see by the platinum percentages, but don't let that fool you. They're great games. They have a lot of passion put into them, so I'm hoping they make a Cat Quest 3. I would definitely buy that one. We got Celeste, another fantastic indie game. You can beat it with assist mode. If it didn't have assist mode, this platinum would be like 2%. I think it's a pretty difficult game if you don't use it. Good job on that though. We got City Skylines. I think this was a PlayStation Plus game given out. Looks like you got pretty far because I know there's like a bajillion DLCs. So it looks like you got pretty far in the base game. Let's see. I mean, as far as the base game, you have a lot of them. Experience 1,001 night. So that looks grindy. Maybe that's a little tricky. Yeah, it looks like these might be a little trickier and one's a little grindy, but that might be something to go back to. You'd have a really nice ultra rare platinum, so if you decided to go for that. And we got Claire. I don't know much about that. I think it's like a horror kind of 2D kind of game. I think it was a free one. Lots of PlayStation Plus games right here in this little stack. We got Concrete Genie and Control. Both fantastic free games. Uh, this one you might not be able to do the DLC because it's although it's free, it's you have to have a VR for that, and then Control. Looks like you did a little bit of one DLC, or maybe you completed one, or maybe you did them both, but you just didn't focus on the trophies, which is fine. If you're not trying to get 100% completion, but that may be something to clean up if you ever felt like getting a higher rate on the completion. Then we have the Crash Bandicoot games. Now the thing that I hate about I love the Crash Bandicoots, but I hate this ordering on PlayStation on PSN profiles. I wish Crash Bandicoot had a 3 right there, so it would be in the right order. That's just kind of a personal thing. But it looks like you got the platinum in 1, 2, and 3, and the 100% in 1. That's pretty impressive because that DLC is pretty tough. Looks like you don't quite have the platinum in Crash 4. I've heard that's a bit of a step up compared to the original trilogy. Looks like you might just be missing a little bit of the speed runs and no death runs and time trials, stuff like that. So if you work on that, I'm sure you could get it if you got the other 3, from what a friend's told me, and you got the Crash Team Racing Platinum. So that's really great right there. That's a tricky one. I got a little bit of Crazy Taxi. Looks like that might not have been your thing. Then we have the 3 Souls game plus the remaster of the first one. Like none of them quite the platinum. Now those are a little bit grindy as far as like getting all the items and covenants and stuff like that. So I don't blame you for not getting the platinum on those. I can tell you at least beat the game on all of them, so that's at least enough for me, honestly. We got Daytona USA. That's a pretty easy completion. I think it's not mistaken. I think it was a pretty fast one too. Oh no, I'm thinking of a different game. But good job on that. Looks like you're a big racing fan. I don't know if that's true, but it seems like it at least to me. Then we got Dead Cells, a roguelike Metroidvania, if I'm not mistaken. Um, I've only heard good things about that one, so that's one that I'm looking to check out one time. Hoping for like a PS Plus kind of situation with that. We got Defunct. I've heard of this game. I'll be honest, I've never looked into it. Looks like a pretty ultra rare. Looks like a lot of time trial stuff. I can't remember if it was made by the same people that had like some weird kind of busted trophies or not, or if they're even unlockable, but lots of ultra rares if you decide to go back for that one. We got Demon Souls. Oh man, I think Demon Souls is my favorite Souls game. Maybe Sekiro, I don't know. But that's definitely one to I would say go back to, or maybe you don't want to. Maybe you can just pick up the Demon Souls remake on PS5. We got Destruction All Stars. Oh man, that's a little unfortunate. Looks like you got one trophy and then kind of decided the game wasn't for you. It's basically all the trophies are online. I don't think there's really any. Well, there's a couple single player trophies, but not really that many. We got Detroit Become Human. I'm not really a big David Cage fan, but I absolutely love this game. I thought it was a really, really fantastic story, and I liked all the 3 protagonists and how they kind of interweave the stories. So that's a good one. We got Dirt 4 and Dirt 5. Actually, Dirt Rally and Dirt Rally 2. So So it looks like you got all of them in Dirt Rally 2. You got the Platinum in Dirt 5. Hadn't really touched Dirt 4 that much, and did a decent amount in Dirt Rally. So I'm thinking, at least by my logic, if you've got the Platinum for Dirt Rally 2, I'm assuming you could probably do the first one in Dirt 4. So, and you seem like a big racing fan, so I would say go back for those, kind of get those done, because I know you could do it if you did Dirt Rally 2. We got Donut County, a fun little indie title. I've talked about that a little bit. Just like Katamari, but reverse. And then we got Drive Club Bikes, another racing game. Missed out, got the Platinum, just haven't done the DLC, and I think there's a lot of different DLCs on that one as well. Enter the Gungeon, looks like you got it when it was free, when they kind of gave out that for everyone. Maybe you tried it, you just didn't like it, which is fair. I've had that happen to me a lot. Got some more racing games, F1, 17 and 18. I don't know if maybe these lost your interest halfway, or let's see what's missing. Just upgrades, improve performance, championship. And then some online stuff. I don't know how difficult the online stuff is, but all the single player stuff looks like you could probably pull that off pretty easy if you ever wanted to. Got Fall Guys, so good job on that. That one's definitely a tricky one. Definitely, it looks like maybe you did the custom lobbies thing, which no judgment there. That 5 in a row trophies really difficult to pull off. But good job on getting the Platinum at least, because you still have to win so many times. So good job on that. Got Far Cry 3. No other Far Cry, so it looks like you were maybe trying out the series, didn't quite like it. Going on the percentage, and kind of looks like it got dropped a little bit. Then we got FE or Fee, Faye. Not sure how to pronounce it. I think this is a Metroidvania. I'm not sure. This is one that I always see it constantly on sale for pretty cheap, and I just never have gotten it. So that might be something I need to check out and see. And we got a couple FIFA games. No Platinum there, so maybe not. Sports games aren't really your thing. Well, I know a lot of sports games, they put in like these really grindy trophies to keep you playing for so long and encourage you to buy the transactions. So that could be the case right there. Now, the street games, I know those are like a completely different series. I played the NBA Street games back in the day, which I'm not huge on sports games. I actually would say go as far as to say I don't like them, but I enjoyed the NBA Street games. It was a lot of fun. Got Foul Play. It's like you tried it out, didn't quite like it. Level up for the first time. I was trying to see if you had that online trophy. I think it's the team player. I think there's a lot of issues with that. It's the very rare status of it. I got Gym Smashers. All I can say is you push through on that one, because that one was another game that was kind of eh. We got Ghost of Tsushima. Looks like you're currently working on that right now, so looks like you just started it and you're working your way towards that one. We got God of War. Only the reboot, but Platinum on that. It's a good job on that one. That's a really great remake, reboot, whatever you want. Well, it's not a remake. It's a kind of a reboot while also being a continuation, if that makes any sense. It's a good job on that. We got Golf with Your Friends. Now, this is a game I have. I don't have the Platinum yet, but some of those levels are a bit tricky with getting under par on that. So good job on that. We got Gran Turismo 6. Oh man, you are so close on that platinum. And that would be a pretty nice ultra rare. So, looks like you've done all, well, no, the DLC. Missing one DLC trophy. What are you missing? Come up from behind to win right after the finish line. And a certain amount in total. Oh man, this doesn't look like it's an online trophy. I don't think. It looks like you've done all the tricky trophies. I don't know how difficult this would be, but that'd be a nice platinum to put in your collection right next to your other Gran Turismo game. So maybe check that out if you still have it. We got Grid. Oh man, another situation where we're just missing one trophy. What's missing? Travel. Okay, this is literally just grinding. So drive a total distance. So you could easily get another platinum on this. I don't know if you can rubber band on that game or just AFK. Oh, look, full AFK method. So maybe look at that and see what they're doing and see if you are interested in that. We got Guitar Hero Live. I know the servers are shut down for that. So that's a platinum unobtainable. We got Heavy Rain on PS4, another David Cage game. I have this on my profile. I think I have exactly one trophy, so I didn't quite get grabbed by it. Maybe if I play it a little bit longer, I'll get hooked on it, but maybe not. I don't know. I have heard all the endings and stuff, so I'm spoiled on that. But we got some puzzle games. I think they're pretty easy, but good job on that. We got the Hitman series. So this is pretty interesting. Not a lot done on Hitman, or yeah, just Hitman. But then on Hitman 2, you have almost all the trophies. In Hitman 3, you have a good portion of them. So that's pretty interesting to see. I have experience with the first Hitman. It's a really fun game. I really enjoyed it. Haven't played the older ones, but I have played this new series or whatever. It's fun. Got the Hitman Go Definitive Edition. So that's a different kind of Hitman game, more mobile like. But good on that. Hollow Knight. Looks like you're pretty close to the end. Definitely gonna assume that one of the trophies you're missing is the Pantheon, where you got to defeat all the bosses in a row. I'm sure with practice you could get that if you wanted to, but looks like you've beaten the game at least from my count. Then you got Horizon Chase Turbo, another racing game. I think this one was a free one. Lots of racing games, so you're certified racing game now. And got Horizon Zero Dawn. Looks like you've done maybe a little bit of the DLC, because I think maybe one trophy, because I think the regular percentage if you have just the platinum is 70%. Yep. So it looks like you started the DLC quest and just didn't get to it. I haven't played the DLC yet, so I don't know how it is. We got another tennis game. Looks like you got halfway there. Looks like a pretty rare completion percentage. Got I Am Bread. That's another really tough game. It's a kind of like that surgeon simulator, wonky controls. You gotta like make it from one side of the room to the toaster without getting dirty to get a good rating, and quickly too. So maybe not your cup of tea on that one. I got Island Saver. I think this was a free kind of game. I think, if I remember right, it was made by like a bank. Yeah, it was made by a bank, or at least published by it. It was given out free, and I think the whole goal of it was to teach kids basic economics. And then on top of that, they released DLC, and I think it's a paid DLC. I'm not sure actually, but I think it was paid, which would be absolutely hilarious because it was the original thing was free. And yeah, It Takes Two. Looks like you're still working on it. That's a game made by the people that made A Way Out. So I'm sure it's really good. I've only heard really great things about this game. So I'm definitely in the future gonna get this game and play it with my wife. We got Katamari Damacy Reroll. Uh, like I said, in Donut County, it's like this game but reverse. But this one's the original. So this is where you start off with a small kind of ball and you roll up things, and as you get bigger and bigger, you can roll up bigger and bigger things until you have like these ginormous balls that you can roll up anything, like even worlds and stuff. It's pretty ridiculous, but a fun little title. Got Knack. What can you say about Knack? It's just one of those games they tried to make happen, just didn't quite. So I see why it's didn't quite finish it. We got Knowledge is Power. It's a little free game that they gave out at one point. Requires the play link, so needs a bunch of phones if you're ever gonna get the 100% on that or the platinum. We got Lara Croft Go, another one of those Go mobile-ish kind of puzzle games. And then we got Laser League. That was another free PlayStation Plus game. So it looks like you at least attempt a lot of the PlayStation Plus games, which I like. I like seeing you try all this huge variety of games. It's you know, I honestly think that trying games and finding out you don't quite like it and just dropping them is almost more admirable than pushing through sometimes, at least in my opinion. I mean, there's times where I'll suffer through a trophy list to make it to the end, and then I'm just like, oh, why did I do that? But then also there's games I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna finish this game. Like, I don't care what it is. So, but sometimes there's no way you can know if you like it or not unless you try it, especially if it's a free game. No downside to that. Then we got a couple Lego games. Nothing really to say about Lego games. They're pretty easy. Just take a while to get through, at least for most of them. We got Loco Roco Remastered. I've definitely heard of this game a lot, but I don't quite know what goes on in it. It's like it's a puzzle game. I'm guessing probably something to do with you got to get a bunch of little dudes from one side to the other. Looks like you didn't quite enjoy it too much. You got Madden, my cat. So not a lot of progress on either one of them. We got Marooners. Okay, so this one, I actually, believe it or not, I wrote the guide for this one, so I know a little bit about this game. I would not suggest anyone buy this if they see it on sale. It's an easy platinum, easy enough. But I got tricked because I looked up some gameplay and it looked pretty decent. It's like, it looks like it's Mario Party, but like, on PlayStation, whatever. But the game has no like board game, like there's no dice rolling. It's literally all just mini games. In the mini games, there's not that many of them. There's, I don't know, probably there's less than 10, I think. And they're not all that different from each other, so it gets pretty old quickly, and you have to play for a lot longer than you would think to get the platinum. So, but good job on that. I know you had to suffer through to get that one. We got Spider-Man. So it looks like you got the platinum, no DLC. It's pretty typical with a lot of Spider-Man on PS4 list. We got Minefield. That was another free game based on Minesweeper, which I actually really like Minesweeper, so I actually got that one too. got Mirror's Edge Catalyst. Not much interest on that. Monster Air Energy Supercross, another PlayStation Plus game and a racing game, so it's right up your alley. And then we got MotoGP 18, another racing game completed. And we got Moving Out. So that's a. I've heard this game is kind of like Overcooked, but in the style of like moving furniture and stuff. Now, the only downside, I think this doesn't have any online co-op, so if you were to play, you have to play like local, or maybe it's not even local. I don't even remember what the deal was with that, but good job on the completion, and you get the DLC completion, so good job on that. Couple more, actually a lot more racing games. We got Mud Runner, not quite. NASCAR, not too much. Need for Speed, you got the Platinum, almost done with the DLC. We got the Need for Speed Heat and Hot Pursuit Remastered and Rivals, all really low percentages. So I'm kind of curious as to kind of what happened there. Well, this one looks like it's pretty new on your list. So, but these two looks like got dropped in 2020. Maybe you didn't quite like them as much as other racing games. Maybe something else just got in the way. Not sure. But be curious just to see what kind of happened there. We got Neo and Neo 2. Wow, good job on the completion on this, because I know it's pretty tough to get all the DLC on Neo, and it's pretty grindy as well. And you got almost all the DLC done in Neo 2, so good job on that. We got Onrush. Now, I have personal experience with this. This was one of those PS Plus games. Despite this rarity, it's not too difficult, but it's a really good platinum. I had a lot of fun with this game. And again, I'm not much of a racing fan, but Onrush I would definitely recommend if you got it on PlayStation Plus to try it out. We got Overcooked 1 and 2. I kind of assumed after I saw Moving Out that you probably had this. If you didn't, I was going to recommend it, but looks like you got that, so good job on that. We got Pac-Man Championship Edition 2. This was another kind of free game that they gave out a few years back. So it looks like you're just missing some in adventure mode. I don't know how difficult that kind of entails. And you're just missing S ranks on, maybe these are level names, but looks like I don't know, maybe if you practice you could get it. I don't know how difficult it is, but if you did end up getting the platinum, that's a really nice one to have. 1.38%. We got Party Golf. This is a game I frequently see on sale for like 99 cents. I don't know how good it is. You tell me how good it is. Going on this picture, it seems like it's not that great. Who knows? Then we got, it's kind of interesting. The only Persona game on here is Persona 5 Dancing in Starlight. So that's like the spin-off games where it's a rhythm-based game. So that's really interesting. I don't think I've ever seen someone's profile have the only Persona game be a dancing one. So maybe give Persona 5 or 5 Royal a try if you ever feel like getting a little JRPG experience. But yeah, that's pretty interesting. That's pretty funny to see. Got Portal Knights, another PS Plus game. Looks like you tried, didn't quite like it as much as you thought you might. Got another soccer game, not much done. Another car game, Project Cars 2. Got the platinum, so good job on that. It's pretty low, so it's pretty difficult, I'm assuming. Got a pool game, huh? Wow, that's insanely low completion rate. What's the deal with that? Kind of curious now. 100 games of 9 ball. Is this only online? I'm not sure. 100 games of 9 ball. Oh, you gotta win the Master 8 ball career and the Master 9 ball career. So I'm assuming that's pretty tough. And then Grandmaster rank. That might be just a bunch of grinding. I don't know. And then a 9 online game win streak. Ooh. That might be going on this rarity. It might be boostable. I don't know. But yeah, this looks like it's just a combination of maybe some skill-based career ones, because that's pretty low rate, and grinding. So I don't blame you for not completing that one. And we got Cube. You know, this sounds like a puzzle game. I've never really seen anyone play this or have this on their profile. I'll have to check that out. Got Ratchet and Clank. I think this was when it was free on PlayStation Plus, so it looks like just another kind of PlayStation Plus game. You got Real Farm. Guess you weren't into the farming kind of simulator kind of thing. Rye 2. I can't. Okay, this is a motorcycle. I was like, I couldn't tell if it was a skateboarding game or a racing game, but looks like it's a racing game. But you got all the trophies, so good job on that. Another racing game under the belt. We got Rhyme. That was another PlayStation Plus game given out. Rise of the Tomb Raider. I think this was given out on PS Plus. I don't know. I had the physical copy. Looks like you're... I was going to say, it looks like you're really close, but it looks like you've just done a lot of the DLC. Let's see. It doesn't look like there's really too many that are difficult. I mean, you do have to do the score attack with all the gold scores. But honestly, it's not as difficult as you would think. So, if you ever wanted to, that's a game I would recommend to go back to. Rocket League. So it looks like you've gotten nearly all of them. You're just missing like 2 DLC trophies. I want to see what they are. With 30 seconds left, win a game of hoops in which you were tied or trailing. I think you can do this in a game by yourself or like with bots or something. I don't know. I don't think it's too difficult to get. And then this one's actually a little bit tougher in the MVP and the online tournament match. Because I think it's something weird to do with it, but you could do that pretty easily, I'm sure. Got Roundabout. I think this one, yeah, this one's got glitch trophies. That's what I was thinking. So that kind of sucks. But looks like you weren't really enjoying it too much, maybe, or maybe got sidetracked. I get sidetracked a lot on games, honestly. So there's like so many games I have with like 5%, 10%, stuff like that. Sea of Solitude. That's a little indie title. I can't say that I've heard like good things, but I can't say that I've heard bad things. More, I feel like people just kind of enjoyed it, but not like greatly. So I don't know how your experience was with that. We got Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. This I honestly can't make up my mind if this or Demon Souls is my favorite From Software game, but this one's definitely up there. So really fantastic job on getting the platinum on that. We got Shadow of the Colossus, another PlayStation Plus game. Looks like you got decently far. You probably beat the game, honestly, with how complete the game on any difficulty. I know there's a lot of like time trial stuff and max out your stamina meter and stuff like that. So a lot of collectibles, as well as, well, I think for one of them you have to like, every time you beat a Colossus you get like a little bit more on like a stamina or something, and you have to like basically just keep replaying like the shortest Titan to beat over and over to max that out. Shiny. Not sure what this game is. Hmm. Looks like another kind of like. Oh, it says pinball. So I'm wondering if this guy like just transforms into a ball in certain areas and you play pinball. Um, there's another game. Um, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it if I can remember it. I think it's Yoku's Island Express. It has a very similar uh, idea as that. If that's what that game is like, and if not, I would recommend playing Yoku's Island Express anyway. It's a really great game. Then we got okay, now this is interesting. So we got the first Sly game, platinum. Second game, not platinum, like halfway through. But then you have Thieves in Time completed, and then you have Sly minigames almost completed. Which I think on Sly minigames, you unlock the different ones from playing in the Sly game. So if you don't have Sly 3 played, I don't think this you can even play that. So I'm trying to think what happened here. So you did Thieves in Time first. So you played the last one first, and then you were going back. Um, I would say definitely go back and finish 2, and then get 3 done too. That'd be a good series to have completed. We got a couple Sonic games. Not much to say about those. We got Spyro, great remakes. I got Star Wars Fallen Order, Platinum twice. Now this is pretty interesting to see because I think this is the first kind of auto pop that I've seen. It looks like you've intentionally avoided like stacks on your games, especially on your PS5 games. Which I like about that. I like about the profile. Um, so good job on that. Um, Because to me anyway, like it seems to me you earned all your trophies as opposed to just like auto popping like every PlayStation 5 game. So I like that about the profile. We got Steep, another PlayStation Plus game. Looks like you got a little bit into it and just didn't quite like it. We got the 2 Suicide Guy games. I don't know too much about this. Um, I mean, I know it's like a puzzle kind of game, and I don't know what Suicide Guy is. Is he trying to prevent suicide or is he trying to suicide? I don't know. We got Tetris Escape, another kind of easy game. That's You, another free PlayLink game. We got Sims 4, another PlayStation Plus game. Lots of PlayStation Plus games. We got The Surge and The Surge 2. Now I haven't played the first one, but Surge 2 I really enjoyed. So good job on that. Looks like haven't done the DLC, but DLC is okay. It's pretty short. If you can find it for a cheap price, I would definitely say go for it. I don't know about the Surge, what's kind of stopping you from getting the platinum, but we got the Turing Test. I've played this one. This one was on PlayStation Now, so it's a fun little puzzle game. I would say it's almost kind of like similar to Portal, like as far as like the gameplay, where you like solve different chambers and move on. Story was pretty interesting. I can't say I was like completely invested in it, but it was fine. They got The Witcher. Looks like he made decent progress in the game. Probably beat the game, just missing miscellaneous stuff. The Witness. That's uh, from what I've heard, a great kind of puzzle game. I've never played it. It from what I've seen, it doesn't quite interest me, but good job on that completion. I got Thomas Was Alone. That was yeah. I was gonna say I think it was the Square Blocks thing. you play as like different blocks and stuff. So good job on that. Fun little game. And we got Thumper. That's a hard. Well, I don't know if it's hard or if it just requires a lot of practice to like get the platinum. I'm assuming it's probably more just muscle memory to do some of these. It's a rhythm based kind of game. Very very tricky to do, but with enough practice, I think a lot of people could do it. Only 3 trophies, so maybe you just didn't quite like it. And we got Toy Story Mania. Kind of makes me wonder if you have PlayStation Now, because I've seen a lot of games that are also on PlayStation Now, so that might be what you got that have you playing all these games. We got Trackmania Turbo. Looks like you made really good progress on it. It's probably the Trackster medals, which are insanely tough, and then gold medals on every track. And then if you did that, you'd get the platinum. But that's definitely easier said than done. But you've made some really great progress on it. So, if you kept at it, you probably could get the platinum. But if you didn't want to, I completely understand, because that's a tough game. And we got Uncharted 2, 3, and 4, all on the PlayStation version. Let's see. Is the game beaten? No. Looks like you haven't beaten 4. It looks like 3 is not beaten either. No. But maybe 2 and 1 are. Yeah. So it looks like you beat 1 and 2, tried 3, didn't quite like it, and then tried 4, didn't quite like it. Or maybe something else, but I would definitely suggest maybe going back to those and playing them kind of back to back, because they are very short games. See if maybe you like it, and maybe you can get a couple more trophies, because I think the Uncharted games are some of my favorite titles. And we got Watam, same people that brought you the Katamari series. This one has some, or at least when I played on my PS4, I had some gameplay issues. Lots of stuttering, lots of freezes. Not really any bugs, but it just kind of the technical side kind of brought my opinion down on the game a little. Still fun game. The trophy list is not a lot of fun to go for. The game itself is pretty fun though. We Were Here. It's a co-op game that they gave out free. Fun little title. I played the whole trilogy. I would definitely say just stop at 1. You're not really missing anything if you go past it. In fact, a couple of the puzzles are a lot worse. Like, there's some time puzzles, and you have to figure out what you got to do to not die while the timer is like steadily decreasing. It's not as fun as you would think. We got Wipeout, another racing game. Not too much. Worms Rumble. That's one of those Worms games. This is like battle arena style, or battle royale style, as well as some other modes. Completely different from the old Worms. It's pretty fun, but I wouldn't suggest getting it unless you got a couple friends to play with you to kind of, make the experience fun. Got WRC, World Racing Championship. I don't know what the WRC stands for, but looks like not a lot of progress in the first one, a little bit in the second one. And we got Wreckfest. Looks like you started playing the PS5 version and then went to the PS4 version. Or maybe you started the PS4 version, then transferred your save to the PS5, got the platinum, and now you're going back to clean this up. I'm not sure. But good job on that. And we got Whoopo, another kind of difficult little indie. Not really sure what goes on in this game, though, honestly. We got Yakuza Kiwami. Pretty decent progress. I know these games are notorious for having really difficult, not difficult, but really grindy platinums that really test your metal. Like 100-hour platinums minimum, just because you have to do the 100% completion. Where's the trophy? Yeah, completed 100% of the completion list, and like there's like a million different things to do. So, but looks like you did decent progress in that. Then we got more collectathons, so that might be something that you also enjoyed. Maybe you enjoyed Banjo Kazooie as a kid. So ukulele 1 and 2. Now, I don't really have much interest in the first one, but the second one to me looks pretty interesting. It's got a pretty kind of unique premise to it. It's kind of like Breath of the Wild, where you can just go straight to the final boss if you want to, but it's going to be difficult. But if you have the skills, you can pull it off. So I think this game is similar to that. You can do the final dungeon straight away. So that's it for that. So then we're going to take a look. Looks like you've put in a couple trophies in the trophy cabinet. Looks like you're most proud of Gran Turismo Sport, Dirt Rally 2.0, and Katamari Damacy Reroll. All I can tell that you really enjoy your racing games. So this isn't even a platinum. So that one must be a lot pretty difficult, or maybe there's a story to go with this, and if there is, I'd love to hear it. And ultra rare. So based on a number of platinums you have, this 61 ultra rares is a really, really fantastic number. You have almost as many ultra rares as you do platinums, which is a really good kind of indication, I think, for people. More uncommons than common, which is another kind of good thing to see. Let's look at stats. So average rarity 44.74%. So I mean, you have some higher completion games on there, in the 70s, 80s, but you do have a lot of like low ranked racing games, like less than 10%. So this average rarity being under 50% is really good. It's closer to 40, which is really good. So that's a good percentage that I like to see. Another percentage that I like to see is the gold trophies. Looks like it's actually your number one category, but it's not outweighing everything else by a huge margin. Because when I noticed that a lot of people play easy games, this gold bar is like it's like half or more. So that's a good spread of like different trophies. I do find it crazy, a little, not crazy, but it's a little different to see the silver bar so low compared to the silver, to the bronze and gold. Yeah, so it looks like as far as time played, now this is going off European time, so Monday and Tuesday seem to be the lowest, but it looks like it's almost like a pattern, like you're building up to game day, which is whatever day this is, and then you kind of wind back down and then go back up. So that's a pretty, these spreads don't mean anything, but that's a really funny kind of thing. And looks like you're pretty consistent on throughout the day. Now this is not indicative of the actual time that you play, but 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. Now, I don't know how, like maybe you play a lot, in this time zone on one day, and then you play a lot in this time zone. So I'd be curious to know, like, kind of how much time you spend on gaming, and see like what kind of time zone matches up with that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. BraddersVee, you have a really great profile. Lots of fun little games that I've seen on there. Lots of racing games. Um, I don't know if I would have any suggestions for you. Besides the ones that I've already mentioned. I would say that the one kind of category I've seen kind of missing that's noticeable is not a lot of like RPGs or JRPGs. I don't know if that's maybe a category you're not interested in at all, but that could be something you try out. Maybe see if that's something you might like. If you do, I can always give you some suggestions. Or sure, anyone could give you some suggestions. But yeah, great profile. So that's pretty much it. We'll see you next time.